Hello and welcome to Wait, for Real?
A true crime and paranormal podcast. I'm Grace,
And I'm Katie.
and we're just two
We're
gals
back.
surviving.
We weren't here last week. We're back.
Yeah, that's mostly my fault. I was on work travel for the day job, and it was so exhausting that every day by the time I got back to the hotel room, and I was in a different time zone, which also messed everything up.
Yeah,
Because
you were
I
an
would
hour
text
behind.
Katie, and then I'd be like, oh, wait, it's way later than I thought it was. Because Katie is a babe. She goes to bed early.
That's right. 9 p.m. bed.
Yeah, so it was a little chaotic. So sorry about that, guys. But also, do we need to show the new bebe?
Yes, if I want to try not to disturb him as much as I can, because if I do, he will cause chaos. I did include a picture of him.
Yeah, I saw.
Ready? On our
He's like, leave me alone, mom.
yeah, on our
For the best.
Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah, so for
Oh
those
no,
who
now he
don't,
went down.
oh, you started this.
I know.
If you're
Ready?
not watching us on YouTube, you should just to see the doggo.
Yeah. Do you want down? Here. Come here.
Don't let him down.
No, I have to, or
Can you
else
just
he might
pick him
pee on
up?
the couch.
Can you just
Yeah.
pick him up with one hand?
Yeah, you need to like support their back. You can't see me fully. I never know what's fully going to be on the camera because what we see is also not
Yeah.
what actually ends up being on camera. But yeah, I mean, I put my arm underneath
How
his
heavy
full
is he?
body. Not like a few pounds, maybe.
Well, he's
Not
just so
even. He's just
little.
a little tiny baby. Yeah, he's little.
He's like, I'm going to go pee on your bed now.
He can't get up there.
He's going to pee near it.
Maybe. No, if he pees in the house, it's always in the same spot. It's in the kitchen on the kitchen mat.
On
Yep.
the mat?
Yeah, I mean, I put pee pads there and he pees
Okay.
on it. But for the most part, he doesn't go to the bathroom in the house. He's pretty good. I
That's
take him
good.
out every 5 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. Every hour. And last night, for the first time, he slept through the night without having to pee in the middle of the night.
Oh,
I was like,
nice.
it's a fucking miracle.
It
Did he
is.
immediately pee on the floor when I put him down this morning? Yeah, but you know what? We couldn't get him outside fast enough, and that's okay.
Small
It's
victories,
okay.
small victories.
Yes. I'm like, it's okay, buddy.
Yeah, celebrate the little things.
Yeah. No kidding.
Oh, man. Okay, so yeah, that's basically our life updates. Mine's way less exciting. I like how every time I go to drink my drink, it like blurs out the M in Monster. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, actually, they're not paying me to drink this.
No product placement. We're gonna bleep out the word monster too, so you guys have to guess what it is. No,
You have to guess what it is. Beep. I'm drinking one of the beep.
maybe I will. Who knows?
Honestly, the Archie with the background was the funniest thing I had ever seen.
Yeah, where I was like, we'll be right back.
I was like, she's actually a YouTuber now.
That's
I
right.
don't know if you guys know this.
Official.
Oh my god, somebody today at work, before we get started, sorry, this is just me like showing my true fear of
Okay.
Excel. So
That's so funny.
I have rarely used Excel because most of my work I do in like a statistical software. And now I have to use Excel. And I am illiterate when it comes to Excel. Like I know the basics, but I'm like, I'm not the person that's like, oh, hit F1 space shift and it's gonna do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just got assigned a project at work that involves a lot of Excel. And they're like, hey, like, how good are you with formulas and doing X, Y, and Z? I'm like, so good. So good at it.
Like,
I
this
basically
is
just
fun.
like wrote, I was like, I can totally handle that. And I said, in parentheses, Google is going to be my best friend.
Yes. Yes. Google everything.
Oh, no.
It's okay.
Front
You can
row.
call a friend if you need help. I'll help you.
AKA you. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how to do any of it.
I
I'm
live
like,
in Excel. Is he barking?
I didn't hear it.
It's like a little rough. Like a little barely. It's good. We don't want him to actually work. He works so loud.
Wait, did you hear it?
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
he's
hear it.
fine.
Where is he? I'm
Who
sure you don't
knows?
even know where he is.
No, I can't. Oh, I see him. Hey, buddy. He's in the bathroom.
We got to get him a baby gate.
Yeah.
Keep him contained.
Or like a really long leash. He can't get many things because he can't go on top of anything. He's
I
too
know,
little.
but I'm just concerned about him being out of your eyesight.
No, it's okay. If I don't see him, Archie will see him.
Archie's like sitting on top of the cabinet like, son of a bitch.
Literally. He's so fucking pissed. He's still pissed.
I mean,
Here he
I would
is.
be too.
And he comes in trotting into the living room and he's carrying his puffer coat.
He has a coat?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
I'll show it to you before we end, but he's has it in his
Oh
mouth right now. It's like a
my.
little flannel. There's a box next to it, and he carries everything in here. Okay, I promise after this we'll start our story. But like yesterday, I was on a. Did I tell you about this already? I was on a meeting with my camera on,
No.
and he it's like the end of the meeting, and here he comes in from the bathroom carrying the toilet brush. I literally immediately grabbed the toilet brush out. Like they can't see me. I'm like in the same spot that I am now. I have like a background up and I like lean down and grab the toilet brush. I have a coffee table for those of you that don't know that opens. And so like it was up and open. So I put it inside the coffee table. Then he goes back into the bathroom. He brings out the toilet brush holder. Like he's just like trotting out. He's like, hell yeah, here, I brought this too. So I grab that, goes back in, and brings out the plunger. I'm like,
How
buddy,
can you pick that up?
there's nothing, literally everything he picks up is bigger than him. I'm like, there's nothing left in the bathroom. Can we just like the little caps that go on at the base of the toilet? I
Yeah.
had to put those away because he kept trying to take them and run away with them. And I'm like, no, we have to give that back.
He's so cute.
He's so funny.
I can't wait to see him in a coat.
Yeah, it's
Oh
very
my
cute.
god,
He'll
I'm
be
gonna
in a
send
coat
him a
tonight.
sweater.
Yeah, he needs like a legit like I'm gonna buy him like a fleece like sweater thing because he gets cold. He also
How
is a very anxious boy.
how big is he supposed to get?
He won't get bigger than 10 pounds.
Oh my god.
I know. So
That's the
he'll be
cutest thing
little
I've ever heard.
forever. Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't wait. Okay, sorry guys. I'm just obsessed with my new godson.
Yes.
I keep calling him my son. I'm like, I'm not doing any of the work.
I'm like, it's
Like
fine.
I'm an absent father.
Yeah, literally. I'm dead. Oh shit, that's so funny.
I think I'm hilarious, honestly.
You are
Okay.
hilarious.
Anywho, let's get into this week's episode so we don't get that one hater that comments and is like, why do they talk so much?
Literally. You don't have to be here. Do you know that?
That's crazy. I mean, if you like us, you should be here. But if you hate our small talk, get the fuck out. There's the door.
That's right.
There's the door,
There's
bitch.
the door, bitch. Okay, so we are diverting from our Christmas. Also, I have to another sidetrack was another case that I was going to cover for Christmas. I thought for years that this case happened on Christmas, and it does not happen on Christmas. So I'm glad that I diverted. It's not
Damn.
Christmas, but it is a New Year's Eve case. Oh, this past December 15th, so this year, unless you've been living under a rock, similar to maybe Grace, I don't know.
Wait,
Brian
yesterday?
Walsh, yeah, so yesterday, Monday, December 15th, Brian Walsh was found guilty of first-degree murder in the assumed death of his wife, Anna Walshe. And we are going to dig into the timeline and the details of that case. So, do you know?
Was this the
You know a
case you
little
told
bit
me
because I,
about?
yes, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I already
So the
forgot. So
trial the trial has now concluded. So let's back it up a few years. April 1st, 2021. Also, I do want to give credit where credit is due. I got my timeline from Beth Trefezen. I hope I said that right. From boston.com. Uh, this case, I mean, this timeline is available everywhere because I just did the trial, but April 1st, 2021, Brian Walsh pleads guilty to charges stemming from an attempt to scam a Los Angeles buyer by selling a fake Andy Warhol painting. So these are federal charges. And according to the US Attorney's Office, he initially acquired the real paintings from a friend in South Korea and told the friend that he could sell them for a good price. The friend agreed but was unable to contact Walsh afterwards. A person in Los Angeles found the paintings listed on eBay in 2016 and agreed to buy them for $80,000. The buyer examined the paintings and found multiple indications that they were not authentic. And an investigation revealed that he sold the original shadow paintings to a gallery in 2011, the same year he obtained a different set of replica shadow paintings from
this
an
is
artist.
Brian.
Yes. Yeah, so he gets the real paintings, the real Andy Warhol paintings from someone that he knows,
Damn.
sells them to an art gallery in 2011, ghosts that person, right? Ghosts the person. He says, I'm going to sell these for you.
Mm-hmm.
Then in 2016, he lists them on eBay. Someone agrees to buy them for $80,000, but when they go to authenticate them, they're like, these are not real. And apparently in 2015, so a year prior to that, he sold a replica painting to someone else in France. So he's charged by the FBI.
Can you imagine getting charged by the FBI? Oh my god,
So sorry. I'm
that was
so
a cute
sorry.
bark though. I know you don't like it, but I thought it
Oh
was
my
cute.
god. Wait. He bites so hard. Like he has little tiny puppy teeth and they hurt so fucking bad. Here.
Guys, this is actually not just Katie and Grace anymore. It's Katie,
This is
Grace, and Riley.
yeah. He is also here and he's I don't know, somewhere between a joy and a terror. Hey,
Somewhere
hey,
between a
hey,
joy and a
hey.
terror.
Hold on. I was like, okay,
Get
can you
this
get
kid a bone.
here? I try. I'm trying to give him everything. I'm like, here, do you even want a shoe? Have a shoe. Have literally whatever
You
you
want
want,
a shoe?
except for a wire or, anything else. Okay. Sorry about that.
Does
So
he have a shoe now?
no, I gave him the bone.
Okay.
Or it's like a teething toy. So before someone comes to me and they're like, Bones, he's too little for Bones. I know. I know. Okay. Okay. So moving forward, we're now in 2022. Sunday, December 25th. So it's Christmas. Anna Walshe, Brian Walsh's wife, texts her mother and asks her to travel from Serbia to Washington, D.C. the next day. This is a quote from her mom saying, she just said, please, mama, come tomorrow, unquote, which means that clearly there must have been some problems. Her mom tells Anna that she cannot travel on such short notice and suggests visiting on January 5th or January 6th. And Anna tells her that she and her family plan to visit Serbia in February.
So where's Brian during that time?
He's around. He's on house arrest. So he's
Okay.
like pending trial and sentencing
Gotcha,
for the
gotcha,
federal
gotcha, gotcha.
crimes.
Okay.
Tuesday, December 27th, 2022, so just a few days later, Anna Walshe plans to visit longtime friend Carrie Westbrook to see her new condo near Washington, D.C. Walsh texts Carrie to say that she has to work late and will be delayed. After 2 hours, Anna tells Carrie that her phone died and she could not use GPS to get directions, so she returned home. The Walsh family has a home in Washington in addition to, I don't know if I'm going to say this right, to a residence in Cohasset. Okay, I was like, you're from the Northeast.
I don't know.
The two friends agree that they will reschedule to January 5th, 2023. At the same time, Brian Walsh searches Google for the phrase, quote, what's the best state to divorce for a man, unquote.
I have so many thoughts on that statement, but okay.
Saturday, December 31st, 2022. Anna reportedly tries to call her mother, and around midnight on New Year's Eve. However, her mom misses another call from her daughter around 1 a.m. And Anna also reportedly tries to call her maid of honor and her older sister, but neither pick up.
And this is on January 1st.
No, December. Well, yeah, it would be January 1st, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So police are told that Anna was last seen by a family member around 4 a.m. on January 1st. Police said that she was supposed to go on a flight, like she had a flight booked for January 3rd, but was told that she had to fly down January 1st to handle an emergency at a property she manages. The flight was for a work trip. And then she's told she has to go January 1st. Anna had bags with her as she left the house, and her husband was sleeping at the time. Her plan was supposedly to take a ride share to Logan Airport before flying to Washington, and police confirmed that she never boarded her flight.
Okay.
So it's at the same time, so it's kind of confusing because we're going through basically as she disappears and what is Brian doing at the same time.
Right.
Brian allegedly uses his son's iPad to make a series of chilling Google searches through the early morning hours. So 4:55 a.m., quote, how long before a body starts to smell? 4:58 a.m., how to stop a body from decomposing. 5:20 a.m., how to embalm a body. 5:47 a.m., 10 ways to dispose of a body if you really need to. I don't know why he needed 10 different
And
ways.
also, if you really need to.
Right. 6:25 a.m., how long for someone to be missing to inherit? 6:34 a.m., can you throw away body parts? Like, can you throw away body parts? You murdered. Okay. 9:29 a.m., what does formaldehyde do? 9:34 a.m., how long does DNA last? 9:59 a.m., can identification be made on partial remains? 11:34 a.m., dismemberment and the best way to dispose of a body.
Oh my God.
11:44 a.m., how to clean blood from wooden floors. 56. Luminol to detect blood. 08 p.m. What happens when you put body parts in ammonia? 21 p.m. Is it better to throw crime scene clothes away or wash them? On Monday, January 2nd, 2023, Anna's cell phone has not been used since then. No outgoing calls are made, and it was turned off at 3:14 a.m.
Okay.
Brian allegedly searches Google for information about the disposal of dead bodies and getting away with murder again. So at 12:45 p.m. January 2nd, Hacksaw. Okay, hold on. Now he wants up here.
The baby, the baby. I just
Now that he's
how
awakened,
many kids
Violet.
do they have? Do you know?
3. And they're
Okay. It's hard to hear you, sorry.
sorry, 3, and they're fairly young from what I remember, like 2, 4, and 6. I'll have to
Okay.
find the exact ages. So at 1:10 p.m., he says, "Can you be charged with murder without a body?" 1:14 p.m., "Can you identify a body with broken teeth?" Brian allegedly goes to Home Depot in Rockland to purchase.
Dog?
Please, yeah,
Doggo?
here. Brian goes to Home Depot in Rockland to purchase about $450 worth of cleaning products, including mops, brushes, tape, a tarp, a Tyvek suit with boot covers, buckets, garments, and baking soda. He also allegedly purchases a hatchet. A video from the store shows. I hope Magic Mastering takes care of this shit. Video from the store shows him wearing a black surgical mask and blue gloves while he pays for the supplies in cash.
Of course.
Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023. Brian allegedly continues to search the internet for information. At 1:02 p.m., he says, "What happens to hair on a dead body?" 1:14 p.m., "What is the rate of decomposition of a body found in plastic bags compared to on surface in the woods?" 1:20 p.m., "Can baking soda make a body smell good?"
Can baking soda make a pot? Oh my god. What the fuck? Is he growling at you?
He's like trying to play at the same time. I'm like, damn it, go to sleep. A
Go to
man
sleep.
matching, I know, I'm like, a man matching Walsh's appearance is recorded on surveillance video walking up to a dumpster at an apartment complex in Abington, and the man is carrying a heavy garbage bag, as shown by how he tosses it into the dumpster. He then travels to other locations in Abington and Brockton, disposing of items in various dumpsters.
What the fuck?
Wednesday, January 4th, Ana Walshe's employer in Washington, D.C. reports her missing. So up until now, she has not been reported missing.
Because well, I mean, it sort of makes sense in that, like, people thought she was on a plane for work.
Right, yeah. Brian allegedly goes to Home Goods and TJ Maxx in Norwell, where he purchases towels, bath mats, and men's clothes. He then travels to a Lowe's and purchases squeegees and a trash can. Cohasset police go to the Walsh family home for a well-being check.
Yeah.
Officers see that seats are down in the back of Brian Walsh's Volvo and a plastic liner has been laid down in the car. Police also see dirt on the vehicle's floor mats, and the car's carpets appear to show fresh vacuum streaks. Later, in an analysis, they find blood in the car. Thursday, January 5th.
Wait, so they go for a welfare check and what? They're just like, oh,
I
she's not
guess
here.
they probably have to go back and get a warrant and then
Yeah, that makes
figure
sense.
out what's going on. Brian's cell phone data shows that it traveled to a dumpster at his mother's apartment complex in Swampscott around 9:30 a.m. Cohasset
Okay.
police announced that Anna is missing, and authorities conduct a search of the Walsh's home on Chief Justice Cushing Highway in Cohasset and the surrounding areas. Detectives also investigate their home in Washington, and they do not find any sign of her. Police tell the public that Brian is cooperating with the investigation. Friday, January 6th. Police launch a search of the parking lot of a stop and shop near the Walsh's Cohasset residence.
Okay.
Units from the Massachusetts State Police, trained in search and rescue, comb the area, assisted by 3 canine teams and the State Police Air Wing. Saturday, January 7th, the searches for of the Walshes' Cohasset home and the surrounding areas launched Friday, resumes again. Authorities search until 4:30 p.m. And again, they have canine teams and MSP Air Wing and other specialized units in the search. Police divers search a small stream
I
and a
mean,
pool with negative results.
at this point, is Brian acting like the scared husband of someone who's missing?
I don't believe so. Police say
I heard
that
the
the
little
ground,
whimper.
yeah, he's trying to cause chaos. The ground search will not resume unless police develop new information that warrants a search further.
Okay.
So, Sunday, January 8th, investigators returned to the Cohasset home. Police find blood and two knives, one of which was bloody and damaged, in the home. They also recover a heavy duty large tarp and plastic liners that were purchased from Home Depot. At this point, they arrest Brian Walshe for providing misleading information to investigators, and authorities said that during their investigation, they had probable cause to believe that he had misled them.
Oh, 100%. The tarp should have been
Yeah.
a giveaway.
Yeah, right. In the
Unless he's a
Volvo, yeah.
painter. Like the
I
fuck?
know. So on Monday, January 9th, Brian Walshe is arraigned in Quincy District Court. Prosecutors say that police found both blood and a bloody damaged knife in the basement of the Walsh's home. Prosecutors say that he misled the investigation by telling them that on January 1, he went to go visit his mother in Swampscott but got lost. He also allegedly told police that he shopped at Whole Foods and CVS, but police could not find receipts or surveillance footage to corroborate this. Like, so he's just outright
Well,
lying
he's
to
just a
them.
bad fucking murderer. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, like, what the fuck? You thought you Googling it on your son's iPad is gonna save you?
literally.
Sorry, what an idiot.
When investigators ask about his actions on January 2nd, he allegedly told them that he only left the house to take his young son for ice cream, but instead, prosecutors said that he went to Home Depot in Rockland to purchase hundreds of dollars worth of cleaning supplies, which again, they have on CCTV and they have the receipts. Anna was not reported missing until January 4th, giving her husband time to, this is like what they're saying
Yeah,
at the arraignment, right? To clean up and dispose of evidence. A judge sets bail at $500,000.
it's not even that
On
much.
No, on the same day, investigators find a number of suspicious items while searching through the trash north of Boston. They investigate dumpsters in Swampscott near Brian Walsh's mother's home and a transfer station in Peabody. They recover 10 trash bags in Peabody and they find towels, rags, slippers, tape, a Tyvek suit, gloves, cleaning agents, carpets, rugs, hunter boots, a COVID-19 vaccine card in the name of Anna Walshe, a hacksaw, a hatchet, and some cutting shears. The boots are consistent with those of Anna Walshe was last seen wearing, and a portion of a necklace police found is consistent with what she had been wearing in photos. Testing at the state's forensic labs determined that these items had human blood on them, and later analysts also found DNA from both Brian and Anna Walshe on the slippers and on the Tyvek suit. And investigators also found Anna Walsh's DNA on tissues taken from the bag.
I wonder if he tried to wash the clothes. You know, because he did Google, can you test DNA after you wash them?
Yeah. So on Tuesday, January 17th, they charged Brian Walshe with murdering his wife and uh, basically disposing of her body. So remember, the $500,000 bail was just for the misleading of police. On January 18th, Brian is arraigned and he pleads not guilty and is ordered to be held without bail. On February 20th, 2024, a U.S. senior district judge sentences Brian Walshe to 37 months in prison and 3 years of supervised visit uh, in the art fraud case.
Oh, hell yeah. I forgot
The
about that.
judge, yeah, the judge also orders him to pay $475,000 in restitution.
I have a dumb question. How do you pay restitution like that if you have no money? Well, like, I know they have assets and stuff, but I'm wondering, it's like, is it whatever money you make as a prisoner, like, working there?
I don't know because I know that like it can be years before restitution is finally paid. So realistically, it's probably like once he gets out, if he were just being, if this was just a fraud case, right? And then he gets out, and then he would, he has to pay
Garnished
it somehow.
wages
So
and
they're
all
gonna,
that.
yeah, they're gonna take it however they can get it, right? The court will eventually intervene. What is wrong with me? When necessary, um, if he doesn't pay it. So now we're fast forwarding to this year, Thursday, September 11th, 2025. The court had delayed Brian's murder trial by a few weeks after an inmate reportedly stabs him when he's in jail. A judge later orders him to undergo a mental health evaluation at Bridgewater State Hospital.
I can't roll my eyes hard enough. Sorry, continue.
However, on November 14th, Judge Diane Frenier deems Brian Walshe competent to stand trial.
Yes,
And
queen.
on, yes, November 17th, so this is a Monday, the final pretrial conference is held in Norfolk Superior Court where questions over Brian Walsh's mom's involvement in hiring a private investigator to look into Ana Walsh's infidelity is brought up. So basically, he alleged that his mom hired a PI because he thought that she was cheating.
Ruh-roh.
Now, on Thursday, November 18th, just before jury selection begins, he changes his plea. So he pleads guilty to 2 charges: one, misleading police and improperly removing or concealing a body. So now he's going to change his story, right? So he still faces a first-degree murder charge, and sentencing on the lesser charges will come later. So on November 18th to 20th, select 16 jurors, and
Okay.
which includes 4 alternates. So 12 people will sit on the jury. They'll have 4 alternates available. They begin the trial on December 1st, so it goes on until December 15th. And his story then is that he basically gets into bed New Year's Day, like after New Year's Eve, right?
Okay.
And discovers that he's like, oh man, like what a day. And gets in bed, discovers she's dead, panics, and dismembers her body.
Because that's what you do when you panic. Yeah, I get that. Okay.
Right. Yeah. And so then the evidence that we just talked about now is presented before the jury, and they find him guilty. So her body still has not been found, but
To this
he has
day.
been found, yeah, to this day. So he was found guilty on Monday. He hasn't been sentenced yet, but he will.
Okay.
And we will, of course, keep you guys
So what
updated.
was he sentenced? Look, what was he sent or what was he found guilty of? First degree murder?
So he was found guilty
Besides
of,
the whole art fraud thing. Also, like, I need
yeah,
to know. So I have so many questions, but I know that like they're questions that you're gonna be like, bitch, don't ask those because I don't have an answer.
no, it's okay. So he was found guilty of first degree murder in the grisly death of his wife, whom he was accused of killing and dismembering 3 years ago, while he awaited sentencing in an art fraud case, as we talked about.
Is first
Let's
degree
see.
worse than second degree?
It's the highest
Okay, that's what I thought.
degree.
Besides capital.
Right. So, just to give you a little bit more into his defense, so it said in his opening, Walsh's attorney, Larry Tipton, argued that this was not a case of murder, but what he called the sudden and explained death of Ana Walshe. He portrayed a couple who loved each other and were planning for the future before Ana Walshe died after celebrating New Year's Eve with her husband and a friend. The couple, who have 3 young children now in state custody, lived in the affluent coastal community of Cohasset, about 15 miles southeast of Boston, and the expectation was that the defense would put up a case proving that the theory and raise doubts of the investigation. The defense considered calling several forensic DNA experts, as well as Michael Proctor, who was fired from the Massachusetts State Police after he came under fire for his role in the investigation of the Karen Reed case. There was also speculation that Walshe would take the stand, but in the end, Walsh's defense team rested without calling any witnesses. And when initially questioned by investigators, Walshe said his wife had been called to, like we had talked about. So,
Yeah. So they have 3 kids. I'm assuming the kids are now with.
state custody.
Okay. And then I want to know what his motive was. Like, I want to know
So the
why.
theory is that he thought she was cheating.
Right, which makes the infidelity thing make sense. But also, like, why you, like, did she know about the art fraud? Like, did she know that he was fraudulent doing all of that before he got
Well, I don't
charged?
know. I mean, who knows? I don't
Yeah,
know.
we'll never know.
Um, so the kids were 2, 4, and 6, so very young. Yeah,
Oh, God, what a terrible person.
I know.
I gotta look at a picture of this douchebag.
He Well,
So you
you
look
know
like a
what?
douchebag?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I was gonna say. So her body was never recovered, but he is found guilty of first-degree murder. We still don't have a sentence. Hopefully, it will be life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Let's
I
see.
wonder if he's probably not even remorseful at all. That sucks. Was this like a well-known case when it happened, I guess? Like, is that something like is there a
I
Netflix
don't
special out
know.
somewhere that I didn't even know about?
No, not yet, but I'm sure there will be now that the trial is concluded.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But absolutely captivated everybody on social media. So I did want to go ahead and cover it. Uh,
So sad.
it is very sad. It is incredibly sad. So we will see when he is sentenced. It probably will be like a month from now.
Yeah. Okay. Boo. Oh,
Now he has settled.
oh, the baby. So if you're not watching on YouTube, she just show us a picture. Nope, a video of Riley laying on her lap.
Yeah. Now he's chill. Just has to cause some minor chaos, which I
That
was
wasn't too
worried
bad,
about.
honestly. I expected a lot more chaos.
Me too.
You're like,
I'll
I'll
take
take
it.
it.
Yeah, thank God.
Are
I
we
know.
twins?
We're morphing into one person.
We are one person. Twins.
Love it.
Yes. Okay. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate it. As I've said a couple times, if you are listening to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you're listening, we also are on YouTube. So it's Wait for Real Pod. You can watch us look chaotic and see Katie's puppy and the bags under my eyes that are basically bigger than a Louis Vuitton purse. So
Love that.
I'm also in this kick right now where I want a Louis Vuitton. So it's not going wrong. It's not going well.
I love that for you.
I cannot
This is
afford this
sudden.
life.
It's
Cannot
okay.
afford this life. Anyways, back to regularly scheduled programming. So a couple of things. If you liked what you did today, make sure to like, follow, subscribe, give us a thumbs up wherever you can. Send our episode to anyone you think would enjoy it or hate
Yes.
it. And just don't let them leave us hate mail because I am mentally unstable and I can't handle that. A couple other
True.
things. If you want to reach out to us, there's a couple ways. One is going to be social media. So it's at Wait for Real Pod. You can email us. It's waitforrealpod@gmail.com. Or you can also send us a text. It's in our show notes. It just says, send us a text. And it is the season of giving. So if you're thinking, hey, I should give a couple bucks to my favorite podcast, what you should do is go to the link in our show notes and it says to buy us a cup of coffee. And you can buy us a cup of
Hmm.
coffee. And I also want to
That's
give a
right.
shout out to some of our listeners who have posted on their stories that we were one of their top podcasts for this year on Spotify Wrapped.
God, I love
I
that.
know. I'm like, oh my God, we're like sort of cool.
We're sort of
Anywho, they're like,
famous.
actually, ma'am, I listen to one podcast. I'm like, oh boy, still us though.
That's right.
Anyways, am I forgetting anything?
I don't think so.
All right. I think I wrapped it up as much as I could. Thank you for going on this crazy, chaotic journey with us today, but
Yes,
we
thank
will
you.
leave it as always.
Go to therapy.
And don't forget to leave the lights on.